All right, guys, I'm back. And we got to talk about the Free DC movement and the political activists that are actually liberal political activists, mostly white females, who are so detrimental to the black community that it's absolutely insane. But before we do this, I'm going to let my man right here, Montega, explain some things that are very, very important for people to understand. Because America, and as I showed you last night and over the midnight, late night videos, there's different spirit cities that people reside in. And you'll understand, regardless of how the person looks, it's their behavior that dictates and their belief systems that dictate what city they live in. And it's very important that we get this. But let's start with this right here.
You know, it's gonna get people mad. I don't give a when you black, you can't even walk through your own communities without somebody trying to rob you, shoot you, kill you, take your life. A girl, you got the women in the community fighting each other over other people's hair, robbing stores for other people's hair, always showing their bodies. No one's showing test scores. Huh? So you don't tell me they're talking bad about black people. Don't tell me I talk bad about black people. I talk about the bad shit that you be doing. I don't never talk bad about black people. I stand up for them. I never and will never give an excuse for who's destroying his own community, who kills, rapes, and murders his own kind. No, and I don't give a who don't like it either. No one's gonna give you excuses. Every other race is slapping the black American race. You know why? Because y'all want to be, no one want to be black no more. Because being black means strong, and me strong.
And he just dropped a boatload of truth. And herein lies the problem. But because you can always find somebody to go out and protest to keep the wickedness in place. But I want to show you something I discovered. Let me show you something. Let me show you something real quick, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. I got to show you this one. And I got to start with the Free DC movement. Free DC. Free DC. Free DC. Free DC. Now, I want you to notice something. Let me make this to where you can see it. I want you to see the controllers. Now, I need you to understand, there's always a token black person they use. But see this picture right here? I wish I could pause it. Let me see if I keep my mouse on there. We're gonna let it circle back to it. We're going to circle back to, remember, right here. There it is. Yeah, we're Free DC. We control these Negroes. We're going to do what we need to do. Get more tokens. Get kids. Get black kids. Get a black woman. And look at who's behind her. Then look at the group. The real Free DC group. Yeah. You got to understand. The concept and idea what Malcolm X said the worst thing that could happen to black people was a white liberal is 100% true. And it's deeper than that. Because when you get towards white liberals, you get towards damn Satanists, people who love abortion. They are people who reside in every spirit city other than the cities, other than the kingdom of God. So you get Sodom and Gomorrites, you get Ninevites, you get people who live in Hebron, you get all these different wild people. But just look at the photo, look at the girl, and look at the back. Now look at the photo. Look at the photo. But then they want you to believe that the white man who's in the country is racist. That the white Republican is racist. You know, those white Republicans, they hate black people, and they're trying to take your Medicare and your Medicaid, and they want to destroy you. They want to destroy your whole family. They're going to take all your welfare and all your benefits. But right here is your enemy. Don't believe me? And it's the same enemy recycled over and over and over again. And I'm going to prove it to you. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. All right. Let's go back in time to February where we were dealing with the USAID cuts. Remember? When everybody was losing their mind about USAID. And let me point out to you one of the activists. I haven't been able to find her name. If you can do some research and find her name, she should be made famous. But I remembered because I was like, why she got hair like a witch? Like literally the prototypical, TV movie witch hair. And I remember her on the microphone, and this was the time period where the funding was cut off and people weren't going out and marching. And she was trying to rally the troops. Y'all remember this?
When our Constitution is under attack, what do? Stand up, fight back. So they're covering this like what it is, a coup that is happening under our watch. Again, Trump is a puppet of a foreign national whose name is Musk, who has taken over our data, who has taken over our buildings, has locked federal workers out of buildings. They've stolen data from this building as well as from the Treasury Department. Trump has become a puppet of Elon Musk, which is really scary because nobody elected him, and now he has all this information. We don't know why he has it, but we need to get it back. Musk was not elected, and he's taking over powers that really belong to Congress. Congress is the entity in this country that is supposed to decide how money gets appropriated.
And you got to understand, clearly she was the head of multiple NGOs, non-governmental organizations, and her purse was getting touched. Somebody, Donald stuck his hand in her pockets and just took some money out of that purse, opened that purse and took that money out. But that's not even it. Watch, here she is again. And I want you to understand, it's the same damn people.
Free DC! Free DC!
This is about what Trump is trying to do to D.C. in order to take over D.C. and silence us. This is the story of a ruler who is trying to oppress a people and who's causing real harm to real communities in the process.
I believe that we will win! Free DC! Free DC!
This is about...
Now, they believe that they will win. They believe that they will win. And I'm going to say this to you. I believe that the CIA and the FBI should be unleashed on these people. Just like the FBI was unleashed on parents who didn't want gender transition surgeries for their children, the FBI should be unleashed on these people and should go through them with a fine-tooth comb, starting with her. But see, when you start to look closely at it, you see the same people over and over and over again. Now, what are they standing in direct opposition of? I mean, what are they actually resisting? They're resisting safe streets, lower crime, and black people not getting murdered. Yeah. That's what they resisted. They resisted the prosperity of the black community. That's what they resisted. Because if we talk about who's actually affected the most by the crime in D.C., yeah, is crime bad in the tourist areas? Yes. But boy, when you go outside the tourist areas, you walking into damn Iraq and Baghdad. You walking into Afghanistan, man. So this thing right here is an enemy of every American citizen, but particularly an enemy of anybody who's of color. And it's amazing to me that people just don't see it. They don't see it. And you have these white liberals in the streets raging everywhere. Now, and here's the thing about privilege. When people want to talk about white privilege, you want to know what white privilege is? White privilege is your liberal behind walking up to an FBI agent screaming in his face like you're crazy. Everybody know you don't do that. That's liberal white privilege. Yeah. Everybody know you don't roll up on the police acting a damn fool. There's an expectation if you engage the authorities disrespectfully, then you might just lose your teeth. Yeah. You gonna need some damn dentures. But nope, not with them. No.
You're fucking way! You busy?
Motherfucker! Oh!
It's fucking gun! Fucking gun! Fucking gun!
He cooked him! He cooked him!
You're fucking way! You busy?
This is how you know this is a dumb liberal. You don't outrun the police. Everybody know you can't outrun the police. You can't outrun the walkie-talkie. You can't outrun the radio. So if you was going to hit them with something, you might have just hit them with it and just stood there and got arrested, because you're not going to, all you're going to do is be tired when they start beating on that behind. So when they called him and they started beating him, he was just tired. You might as well have been refreshed when you started taking that butt whooping. You might as well be able to cover your head, cover your ribs, you know what I'm saying? Cover your ears, cover your face, you know what I'm saying? Make sure they don't stomp your face in. But now you're too tired to cover yourself because you're a clown. But it's these demonized liberals that are there petitioning and protesting to institute and keep the same wickedness in minority communities. And then you got the black bourgeoisie that's the boule, which manifests as people like Jasmine Crockett and people like that. That's like, oh, they don't live in the hood. They never been in the hood, won't never visit the hood, never grew up, went to private schools. And it's ridiculous. And they're like, yeah, we're going to resist while your whole community burns down. Watch this. Let's go take a quick look at, and this video is not going to be long, but let's just go look at Jasmine Crockett's district. This is Bennett Johnson and Jasmine Crockett's district, right? This is her district while she running around, calling Trump a dictator, flying all over the place. This is what her district looks like. And it's ridiculous.
She represents, and it's sort of a really good reflection of who she is. It's ghetto as hell, it's broke, and it's hard to look at. A bar and grill church, which I think is really unique. Still got payphones. Well, the left one. Lots and lots and lots of trash and lots of blight. It's like no business is actually open. Just doing a walk through Jasmine Crockett's district. It's interesting. Just so much blight. I haven't seen an open business yet.
And I want to pause right there. I wish I could have paused it. Let me see if I can show you the blighted building. If he's going to actually show the building. That's the best image. That's the best image we have right there, the blighted building. Now, here's the craziest thing about Democrats like Jasmine Crockett. Jasmine Crockett will do nothing in her district. And then as this city expands, as the pressure of growth descends upon the city, her district is going to get gentrified. In fact, she does nothing for her district on purpose. So when the gentrification comes, now her district has more high dollar donors. And then Jasmine Crockett pushes her own people out of their homes, out of their inheritances, out of their grandma and grandpa homes. Don't believe me? That's what happened here in New Orleans. Yeah. Blighted houses, blighted districts, and it stayed that way until the new New Orleans plan came along. The new New Orleans plan was something that people were talking about prior to Hurricane Katrina. And then the new New Orleans, when Katrina hit, the new New Orleans plan was enacted and all the blighted houses were bought up. And neighborhoods that used to be historically black owned, where your grandma and your grandpa gave you the house, were bought up and gentrified. But then see, people get mad at, in the neighborhood, they're mad at the white people because they came in and bought the house. No, be mad at your damn representative who didn't do anything for the neighborhood. Be mad at the liberals who support the policies and the doctrines that lead to the high crime. It's really that simple, man. Anyway, I'm done. Hit the like button. I'm going to see y'all on the next video. It's crazy.